It's a bad idea. Trust me.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I do too much. I like hair, talking, cosplay, music, art, and stuff.
Haven't seen that in a while. Y'all know what happened. If you don't know what happened, there, description box. So what you're gonna need is cute accessories that make you happy and confident. It's your cuteness or like your beauty. Think things that make you feel cool. I really feel cool when I have pearls in my hair or gold or color. In fact, y'all might have noticed I've been on my scrunchie game lately. Fluffy Scrunchies isn't sponsoring me, but I just really like their scrunchies. I've been really heavily relying on them for added volume at the top of my head since the top of my head has a bald spot. They have swim, they have wash day, they have ones with pockets in them. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. All right. A gentle yet effective pick. I highly recommend a plastic pick, not a metal one. I like this wide one. Hey, I heard you were a wide one. Ho, 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 ho. All right. What you'll also need is a baby brush for those edges and also a million trillion bobby pins and a styler. Now what you want to do is, the key to this is a fabulous blowout. I know it feels counterintuitive. I have bald patch or like patchiness, but having the most amount of fluff and the most amount of length to your hair is so important to concealing the places that don't necessarily have a lot of hair on them. So I'd like to introduce you to two people, the SRIDryQ and Wash Day Danielle. They know you're coming, they shouldn't give you any trouble. Oh, hi there. I have just completed another wash day. Oh yeah. Thank you so much to the Skin Research Institute for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'd like to introduce you to the SRIDryQ. You guys know I've been out here in these streets trying to get the best blowout I can. This is the best way to get a salon style blowout at home. It's super portable and lightweight and compact, and it's really powerful, but it's really sleek. That is so sick! Because with that, your conditioner covered hands won't be fumbling with anything to try and make it stick or screw on or anything like that. Oh, I love that. That's right, it's magnetic. Do you know what a difference that makes? I bet you do. That's so high tech. This is so cool. It's so quiet too. So for this blowout, I'll be using the smart, intelligent heat controls and advanced technology to blow out my hair without frying my hair. You know, all of our major concern when using heat. I'll be using the tension method, which has been gatekept from me for this whole time. And it actually works. Check this out. Because of this high precision nozzle, I'm able to really focus all of the air on one section instead of making my hair go everywhere, frustrating me, frustrating everyone, frustrating Sam. I'm literally letting this clip play like real time because I need you to understand how fast this actually dried this soaking wet section. I am fresh out of the shower. Right. Look at right. Come on. Right, so I'm gonna turn you over to the music and the high speed, and I'll be back once everything is dry. Okay, I feel like my favorite thing about this is that the button is really easy to press down for the cool setting, and this is magnetic. I keep doing this. Like, it also has like the red light therapy, and red light therapy helps to stimulate growth. So I don't know who that could help right now. Also, it's like so high tech. It's really quiet and it's like really easy to handle. It's also really light. This thing is so cool. Make sure you check this hairdryer out again. It's the SRIDryQ. I'll leave a link in the description and also use my code StarPuppy. So now let's get back into the hairstyling portion. All right, kids, gather round. So when we have a fresh blowout, it's a perfect opportunity to conceal everything that we need to conceal at the time. Would you even know that I had a bald spot at the top of my head if I hadn't told you? You know what I mean? So what I'm using right now is the volume, the fluff of this blowout. We're not going to do a middle part and conceal that top situation with the volume that we do have on the side of our head. We're going to borrow from one side to the other. I am using a chapstick to carve a part because I'm chaotic. So look at this, it works perfectly. We're good. You would never know. How are they gonna know? They're not gonna know. Perfect. Now once you have your blowout done, what you're gonna wanna do is use your most consistent and fluffiest style, okay? Heatless styling. We're gonna ride this blowout till it won't ride no more. Because while we're styling our hair, we're also letting our hair grow back. So you don't wanna damage the hair you have while trying to get this hair back. That's counterintuitive, so we're gonna blow it out, then we're gonna ride it for a full week. Are you deep conditioning? You'd better be deep conditioning. My most consistent style and fluffiest style is a braid out. It doesn't stress my scalp out, it's quick and easy, it's very consistent, and it's really workable no matter what kind of results you're working with. Okay, let's talk about the amounts of things you'll be using. Please, 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 only use the bare minimum. Only use the necessary amount on each section of styler. I used, this is so upsetting. I used about 2 pea-sized amounts on each section of this braid out. I'm sorry. The bottom was right all along. Just kidding. I still used 2, maybe a half. We're going for volume over definition because you can shape your hair into different shapes, but if your hair is defined down so hard, it's like collard greens. It's just like, wow, so much volume. Wow, 3 bites of spinach. I know it's not spinach, it's greens. Shh. Okay, I'm going to say this like my note says this because it's a doozy. We're going to treat our hair like a sculpture in order to cover all the spots or mold it into a cocoon with bald areas within. Like and subscribe. We're going for fluffy, malleable hair, not super defined hair. That's not our friend right now, okay? It's not our friend at the moment. You're also going to want to avoid spraying a bunch of liquid on your hair because it's going to shrink it on down. It's going to define it more. And I highly suggest a misting bottle instead of like a spray bad dog. This dog specifically. Cute. I forgot what I was saying. She's so cute. You want to avoid just like drenching your hair because that's going to make it so it's going to be more difficult to manipulate. It's going to make it so there's more shrinkage, which often leads to more breakage. And honestly, the biggest reason for this video isn't necessarily the best reason in the world, but like if you shrink your hair down with a bunch of liquid and then the next day you take out your hair and you can see all of the places that you want to conceal, it's gonna make you angry or sad. And doing your hair when you are angry or sad is a bad idea. Trust me. So right now I've suffered, I guess from my, what do you call it? Loss of porosity? No, heightened porosity. My hair is drier than it used to be because of the bad thing that I did to it. If you want to know what it is, go on Patreon. I'm not going to discuss it here because I don't want to promote it in any way. Oh, lost the footage of that transition. But here we are. This is me showing you how to properly style your hair at night when you're trying to get the most fluffiness and the best result for the next day. So again, you want to spray that in like very gentle spray bottle far away from your strands, incorporate them with your hands, and then very, very gently separate your hair into large, fluffy, inspiring sections. And work from there. Regular braid. A huge point I wanted to make is that the ends of your hair determine how well put together, how cohesive your hairstyle looks the next day. So I'm using these tiny perm rods at the end of my hairs, so things look like I meant it the next day. I'm also using this spray on the bald spot itself. It needs moisture, it needs care, it needs attention as well. I also wanted to make a point about how to braid down or heatless style for your bald spot at night. So I am very purposely angling my braid over the bald spot itself. Check it out. Oh yes, we're on the same page, past me and present me. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull towards the bald spot itself. So when these braids are released, it will lay over that bald spot, concealing it naturally with no effort. This was actually the night before I looked like this. Okay, so this is what you need to do when you have like good results, which is like definition, but with like fluffiness. Just like an easier to work with braid out. Again, fluff over definition for this time in our lives. Check it out. What you want to do is, we want maximum volume because we don't have maximum hair at the moment. So what you want to do is, you want to go like that. Not all the way down here. Just separate the root and the shaft. That's where the frizz comes in, and that's where you can start telling maybe there's some room for growth, literally. See? You can separate occasionally if it's like a big, like really solid curl like that. See? If it's a really strong curl like this one, you can separate it. But if it's looking something like that, nah, leave that in the pack. Once you've been doing this long enough, you can just feel it. That's not a good one. That's not a good one either. After all these years, I've basically learned how to do my hair by touch instead of sight for the most part. Lovely. And now for the finishing touch. Yay! I'm pleased. All right, I'll give you back to video couch, Danielle. Bye. Haha, no, I lied. I'm giving you to, oh no, a little too defined, Danielle. So this takedown, I had reapplied some leave-in conditioner and also a misting of water because again, my porosity has increased, going a lot more towards high porosity than the medium porosity that I was enjoying for so long before I messed myself up. And as I took it down, I understood that there was a great amount of definition, but it might have been too much for the amount I wanted to have. I want more fluff than definition, so I will show you how to deal with that instead of a nice fluffy to definition ratio. We're gonna put some volume back in this hair, okay? This is a fluffy scrunchie, not sponsored, but link in description. This is also a pocket scrunchie, so surprise. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pick as much as we can. We're going in at the root. We are not lifting. We are just going in at the root to increase some volume since we have clearly lost some of it. Afterwards, we're going to artificially manufacture some volume at the top where there is not. So I'm using the front of my hair to transfer to the middle of my hair and using the scrunchie, which is actually, very fluffy, like the name suggests, to add a lot of volume and fullness at the top. It's an optical illusion. We're out here. We're also going to use one of our million billion bobby pinions to pin down a cute little of my hair. I don't know what else to call it other than a and this is the finished look. Look! You would never know! You would never know this kid is dealing with alopecia. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Don't lie. All right. And if it's a bona fide disaster, if it is, like I said earlier, like greens, like all of your hair has condensed like to these, what it feels like is like 6 hairs on your head. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna incorporate braids, okay? She'll tell what to do. She'll tell you. I have to manufacture some gravity right now. Like and subscribe for me manufacturing gravity when you're trying not to defy gravity. Me protecting my teeth. All right, like and subscribe. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes and things I'm working on, exciting things I'm working on. And I will see you guys next time. This has been, subscribe to my new channel. It's in the description. Thank you. All right, this has been me, Danielle, your resident weirdo, StarPuppy, signing out. Say it with me now, StarPuppy. Away!
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video.